Hello, and welcome to Module 6, Day 1. My name is Ms. Spencer, and today you will need a notebook, pen or pencil, and worksheets that your teacher has provided. The quote for this module is, "The world is but canvas to our imaginations" by Henry David Thoreau. Are you ready to do some new and exciting learning in Module 6? I am. Let's get started. Today's agenda is goals and overview, vocabulary, reading Let's Get Creative, and watching the world around us, and sharing out our new learning. The essential question is, how do different art forms impact people in different ways? Today's learning mindset is belonging. I help my classmates help me. Here are the goals for today's lesson. To share information and ideas about a topic under discussion, to ask relevant questions to clarify information, to recognize characteristics of biographies, and to answer questions using multi-word responses. Let's do some reading pre-thinking. In your notebook, make sure you have your name and today's date, and the session name, Module 6, Day 1. Answer this question inside of your notebook. Think about the different art forms and tell what you know or think about each one. Pause the video to complete this activity. Now let's get some more information about art as we watch the world around us.
The world around us looks different to everyone, even when we're on the same street. A painter sees it and thinks, "The light is so striking. I could capture it in watercolor." A choreographer sees that same thing and says, "Imagine a dance that echoes their movement." A filmmaker notices, "That person looks interesting. I could make a movie about her." Fade in on a beach at sunrise. A poet might make rhymes about the sand and the land. A sculptor might not even notice the sand. A tribute to the waves cast in bronze. And to a composer, the crash of waves could be thought-provoking. That sound makes me think about all the ships that cross the ocean. I can turn that into a symphony. Every artist has a different vision. To capture a moment. To inspire change. To have fun. To make people think. Or wonder. Or see beauty they never noticed before. There are as many reasons to make art as there are people in the world. What's yours? What inspires you to create something?
Now it's time for independent work. Using your book or drawing the knowledge map in your notebook, write down all your ideas about the different art forms. At the end of each week, we will be adding information about the learning that we have done about the topic of art forms. Pause the video to complete this activity. Now that we have added information to our knowledge map, it's time to share out. Pause the video as you share out with a new partner or with a family member at home. Now it's time to learn some new vocabulary. Here is the vocabulary protocol. The teacher will say the vocabulary word once and clap it out. Then the student will say the vocabulary word once and clap it out. Then together, the student and teacher will read the definition. Let's get started with some new vocabulary words. Our first word is classic. Your turn. Perfect. Let's read the definition together. A classic piece of art, music, or literature is one that people appreciate for many years. Its popularity is not just temporary. Pause the video to take a look at the example. Our second word is tribute. Your turn. Great. Let's read the definition together. A tribute is something that is said or done to show respect for someone's work or actions. Pause the video to take a closer look at the example. The next word is striking. Your turn. Excellent. Let's read the definition together. If you describe something as striking, you mean it's very impressive or noticeable. Pause the video to take a closer look at the example. And our last word, provoking. Your turn. Great. Let's read the definition together. Something that is provoking causes a reaction, such as a thought-provoking book. Pause the video to take a closer look at our example. Now that we've learned our vocabulary words, it's time for a brain break. Pause the video to get a drink of water or stretch your legs. Here are the reading goals for today. To recognize the characteristics of informational text, to understand the effects of an author's word choice on readers, to analyze how language can help establish voice or tone in an informational text, and to build vocabulary through guided discussions. Here's some important instructional vocabulary you should know. Graphic, a visual feature in a text. Sensory word, a word that tells how something looks, tastes, feels, sounds, or smells. And verb, an action word. Pause the video in order to take a closer look at our author's craft poster. Let's take a look at the text for today. Let's get creative. Preview the title, headings, and images. What do you expect to learn from reading the selection? Pause the video to jot down some notes in your notebook. Now that we've previewed the text, let's take a closer look at author's craft. Why do you think the author chose to use the word honored in this sentence? The oldest known written story is a classic tale, the Epic of Gilgamesh, which pays tribute to an honored king. Pause the video to answer this question inside of your notebook. Here is my answer. It's a descriptive word that helps the reader understand why a tale was written about this king. Also, the word gives the reader a clue about what the word tribute means. Let's consider the essential question. How do different art forms impact people in different ways? Reread the text, Let's Get Creative, to find information that answers this question. Pause the video to complete this task. Awesome job so far. Now it's time to share out. Let's share out the ideas that we found in the text, Let's Get Creative. Pause the video to share out with a new partner or with a family member at home. Great job today. Let's wrap up this lesson. Let's reflect on our learning by sharing how we used our understanding of author's craft during our independent work time. Pause the video in order to jot down some ideas. Thank you for learning with me today. If you would like to continue learning together, click the link in the description or enter this website into your Google search bar to have access to all VCS ELA videos. Have a great day.